Welcome to all the viewers of TV5. Today I have a esteemed guest, Dr. Sri.Dev Raj. Namaste, Dr. Sri.Dev Raj ji.
Namaste, namaste, Praveen.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
So, what brings you to Atlanta?
See, I'm a yoga teacher. For the last 25 years, I'm practicing and preaching yoga. From 2014 onwards, I'm coming to USA every year to propagate, promote yoga. In that, I will be visiting around 15 to 20 cities wherever my students are there. Whoever wants me to, conduct classes, there I will be going.
Very fantastic, excellent. I think it's a great thing to do. Before that, there is a lot of confusion to the audience, right? When you say yoga, we hear a lot of yogas. So, can you brief about how many yogas are there and what kind of yoga you teach?
Okay. See, Swami Vivekananda was the first Indian monk who came here propagating Sanatana Dharma and yoga. He classified all the yogas into four major divisions. One is Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Raja Yoga.
Okay.
In that, Raja Yoga is also called Patanjali Yoga or Ashtanga Yoga. So these are the main divisions. All others are included in that only. Like Hatha Yoga, you would have heard Hatha Yoga is a mainly thing. It's only the preparation of the body for doing Raja Yoga.
So ultimately, Raja Yoga is the combination of all the yogas.
Right.
So anyone starting yoga, do you think he has to start from the first one or any of the four, or he can directly go to Raja Yoga?
Okay. See, these four yogas are divided in such a way they can practice any one of them and still they can be free. That is what Swami Vivekananda always tells. That means, if you consider work, that is Karma Yoga, without any expectation, if you do start doing work, that itself is Karma Yoga. Like whatever Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Karmanye Vadikaraste Mapaleshu Kadachana. This shloka tells about the definition for Karma Yoga. Without expectations, any expectation, if you do work, that is Karma Yoga. Then,
excellent.
Coming to the Jnana Yoga, if anybody feels I am good in intellect, he can practice Jnana Yoga. But there, the minimum thing required is he has to question himself and question others, only taking all the factors of yoga. Like for that, Viveka Chudamani, Adi Shankaracharya's book, these are the books referred for the Jnana Yogis. Then comes Bhakti Yoga. There generally we refer Narada Bhakti Sutras, where all these bhakti, how one should be with a god, is discussed. There is Navavida Bhaktis. Then finally, Raja Yoga, as I already told you, Patanjali Yoga Sutra is also called Ashtanga Yoga. In Ashtanga Yoga means, Ashta means 8, Anga means limbs or divisions or parts, you can tell. Basically, Yama, Niyama, Yogasana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. These are the 8 limbs. In fact, before starting Yogasana, we are supposed to know and practice something called Yama, Niyama.
Okay.
Yama means how one should behave with the society. It's a social discipline you can call. Do's and don'ts you can call. These are 5. He identifies 5. They are Satya, Ahimsa, Asteya, Aparigraha, Brahmacharya. See, nowadays, all the things happening is violation of these yamas only. Like Satya means telling lies is violation of Satya. That is what is happening today. The second one is Ahimsa, which is the greatest thing, is a contribution of yoga. Means non-violence means not only against other human beings, it's also against any plant or animals also. So much depth it is said in about non-violence. Then only some possibility of growth in terms of individual peace and global peace is possible. That is through non-violence. So Satya, Ahimsa. Asteya, non-stealing. It's already said in yoga. Then non-possessiveness, Aparigraha. Then brahmacharya, celibacy. See, all the violations of all things are happening in the society only. That is why he tells to get grounded in yoga, these are the 5 norms one has to, or the commandments one has to follow.
Wow.
Next comes niyamas, again another 5, set of 5. Shaucha, Santosha, Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhan. Let me explain one by one. Shaucha means cleanliness.
Okay.
Cleanliness here again, not only taking bath every day outside the body. He goes to the extent of telling inside the body also cleaning through pranayama, cleaning the mind also through meditation. So that is the cleaning level, Shaucha. Then Santosha, be happy with whatever we have. Accept the present situation. That is what it tells about Santosha. Then Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhan. All these 3 things becomes Kriyas. Kriya Yoga we call. How? The Tapas means taking one of the yamas and practicing it in one's life, or adopting yogic principle in one's life is nothing but tapas. It's not going to Himalayas wearing different type of clothes and doing any meditation. Tapas means finding out one of the things, like I told you earlier, Satya, Ahimsa, all those things, one of that and practicing it. That is tapas. Then Swadhyaya means self-enquiry. See, nowadays we have the habit of observing others, criticizing others, making judgment, opinion, feedback on others only. But yoga tells, do Swadhyaya, self-enquiry, self-analysis, question yourself. All these things are in Swadhyaya. Then the last one is Ishvara Pranidhan. Ishvara Pranidhan means surrender to the God. Why surrender to the God? See, we may be egoistic because I got a lot of money. But God is the one who has got the entire natural resources of the whole universe. How much big He is. Compared to Him, what is there? One thing. Second thing is, even if you have some few millions or billions, there are a lot of people who are much richer than us. So comparing that, one should be happy with self-analysis. That is what we need to do.
Very, very well said. I think when you talk about yoga, I never really know that there is a theory behind that. We always think that you need to do some poses and then you need to practice. Very well said, Devraj. I think this is a very good awareness, and today everyone are busy, as you rightly said, and the niyamas, what you said, everything is opposite. So what do you think should change in one's life? The realization is one thing, everyone will start doing that, but based on your experience, what is your thought how a person should try to come to this, learn all this?
Okay. See, generally today the trend is, whenever somebody is sick, which cannot be cured or managed using the modern medicines, they come to yoga.
Again, rightly
Because there are no side effects. Cost is very less harm, all those things. And another thing is, whatever happens, it's a permanent cure or permanent management of a particular disease or the disorder. So that is why we need to understand, if at all you want to change anything, the first change it should bring in ourselves. I call it, as a better word is transformation than the change. So transformation happens in me first, then others next.
Absolutely.
Probably once the realization happens in me, we can think of co-realization within the family, then within the society. Then we can go to the level of global peace or global realization.
But today's world is very fast. So how much time does anyone need to start this? What do you think?
Okay. To start with, even 15 minutes enough for anybody. 5 minutes of asana, 5 minutes of pranayama, 5 minutes of dhyana, one can start. Definitely it is possible by anyone and everyone on earth. Then probably, if they are interested, if they are able to find out the results on his own body, on his own mind, then they may increase it to 10 minutes. By that it becomes 30 minutes. So like that, they can go up to 1 hour and stop there also. Because of the busy schedule, they can do 20 minutes of asanas, 20 minutes of pranayama, and 20 minutes of meditation is enough for a happy, healthy life of any individual.
So when you do this, you don't think you need any exercise to the body. Physical exercise is not required.
Asana is nothing but exercise only.
Okay.
But the difference between exercise and asana is asana includes pranayama. But exercise never bothers about pranayama or the breath or the prana. What is that? See, in yoga, it's a universal principle is whenever the head or the hand goes up, inhale with observation. Whenever the head or the hand goes down, exhale.
Okay.
It's natural. It happens on its own. But the only thing is we should be aware of that. That awareness is very important in yoga.
Excellent. Excellent. So coming to the food habits. Today's world is mostly of processed food, right? Everyone wants handy food. So what is your thought for any personality to transform, not only internally, about the food habits? What is your suggestion?
Right. See, Pravinji, what happens is all of us are busy. But to be busy, to earn dollars, to be happy, to be healthy, what is the first indicator? First indicator is the food. Why? Food, we call it as annam in yogic terms. That is why this body itself is called annamaya kosha, which is made up of food. In case there is any problem in this, it is because of the food only.
Absolutely.
So we have to understand this first thing. Then implementation. If you eat whatever is there, naturally that food becomes similar thing inside only. See, supposing you eat banana, that banana becomes Praveen. If the same banana if I eat, it becomes Dev Raj. So in the same way, there is some inbuilt software or the hardware inside the body which transforms the food in a particular way. Supposing you are a tamasic person, that food becomes tamasic. When you are a rajasic person, that food you eat becomes rajasic. If you are a sattvic person, the food becomes translated into sattvic only.
So sattvic meaning you are saying about vegetarian and
I will tell you
non-vegetarian.
now.
Okay.
See, tamasic means, that is why most of the people here in US are using tamasic food. If you prepare once in a week, Saturday and Sunday prepare everything, keep it in the fridge, take it every day, one by one container every day and eat it, that is nothing but tamasic. So, what I am telling now? Because whatever you do, it's for your life and health and happiness. You have to spare minimum half an hour to 1 hour to prepare because you got lot of things today available to prepare the food. It doesn't take much time. You got lot of technology. Use it, prepare it, eat it. When you come back also, give some time for your preparation of food every day. So prepare the food and eat it same day. That's what my suggestion is.
Excellent, excellent suggestion. So tell us something like naturopathy. Today's everyone again goes back to naturopathy. So what brings people to go to naturopathy?
Wonderful. See, yoga is the basic thing. What is a belief there in yoga is, this body is capable of manufacturing any chemical required by the body. So body itself is a chemical factory. But to manage that, instructions are given in yoga. Like mudras we teach.
Okay.
Each mudra tells where that prana should go, where that energy should move. All these things are given. If it is not possible by anyone to understand and implement in one's life, the next stage is naturopathy. That is why yoga always goes with naturopathy. That is the next level.
Excellent. Rightly
Then,
said.
what is naturopathy? As the name indicates, nature supports you to heal or do a therapy, whatever is required in the body. Now, see, nature is made up of 5 elements. We call, Mahabhutas, Pancha Mahabhutas. Fire, air,
Water.
ether or sky, earth, then water. All these things are making this universe. The same 5 elements are there in our body also.
Yeah.
So, if there is any imbalance of these 5 elements, we call it as a disorder. So, to bring it back, to balance it, we can use the same elements. Like, supposing there is a deficiency of water in my body. right? For that, I'm getting, dry of my lips or something like that. What is to be done? Drink water, that's it. But what we do here is, we drink coffee, we drink tea, we drink Coca-Cola, 1 liter. So that's a problem we are creating for ourselves. Instead of water, we are putting all this, it is like a poison for this body. So this is what naturopathy tells. So like that you do one by one. Prana. Next, if there is a deficiency, do more pranayama. If there is a requirement of akasha or sky or ether, space, do upvas. Take intermittent fasting. 8 to 16 hours, for which somebody, a Japanese biologist, got Nobel Prize. But this practice was existing thousands of years back in India itself. But we are not able to observe and document it properly. So this is the third thing. The fourth is earth. This body, mainly muscle, bone, and all these things made up of earth element. For that, we need to do some exercises so that we can adjust all these things using the food also. Food also comes under earth. Next, last is water, as I already told you. So this is how naturopathy can be used for balancing is all these Pancha Mahabhutas and making the healthy and happiness.
Excellent, rightly said. It was very, very informative, Devrajji. Now let's come to your daily schedule, right? Okay. So what is a typical day for you?
See, my day here, it is different than what is in India. See, in back home, what I do is, morning, asana, pranayama, meditation, then bath, other things. Then between 11 and 1, I take only one food.
Okay.
Whatever possible. That's the end of it. Afterwards, I keep drinking warm water whole day. Maybe around 3 to 3.5 liters of water. That's it. Then what happens? Because I'm eating only once, the stools comes next day morning, clear, no problem of indigestion, no problem of overdigestion, no problem of all other things starting from stomach is not there.
So how long you have been practicing this? Only one time a day you eat?
No, earlier, yes, I was taking 3 times. Then I slowly and steadily made it 2 times. Now I am sticking on to 1 time. But here, after coming into US, I have to listen to my students. Sometimes they film with 3 times also. I can't help. I have to take it. But in that also, I manage sometimes taking little so that I can compensate. That's what I do.
Very nice, very nice. I think this is a very good input for all the audience, how to manage your life, starting with yoga, asana, pranayam, and meditation. Your food habits, meditation.
Correct.
Absolutely. So what do you do for a living, sir?
Actually, I was working in a bank as manager earlier till 2007. From 1975, I served the bank for 32 years. Then I did Padayatra, Kanyakumari to New Delhi. I walked. God. That was in 2006.
How many days it took for you?
It took only 7 months. I did walking of 3,000 kilometers, covering 9 states, 40 districts, conducting 40 press meets, and visiting around 600 schools, colleges, and universities, creating awareness about yoga and also awareness about the benefits of interlinking of rivers in India and giving water to all the villages. So that was my. After that, or during that, I met a lot of great people. That made me to realize a lot of things, and I left the bank itself.
Amazing. The reason I asked you this question is, today's world, you cannot stop the job. Job is life, right? I'm trying to understand how you have come out of it, and today how people have to think about it.
Okay. See, in 1997, there was some problem in the banking career. I thought of resigning. Then my guru said, no, you can't live just like that. You have to plan. What? See, I got a lot of EMIs and
exactly.
The whole life is EMI life now. So he said, you find out something for clearing all your debts. I planned accordingly. It took almost 10 years for me, from 97 to 2007. That is how, after that Padayatra, I left the bank. How I did it? See, I stopped taking any loans that day. That's a practical tips I am telling you. When I decided to leave the bank, I stopped taking further loans, first thing. Second thing is, if there is a loan for 5 years, I have doubled my installments, EMI. I started paying double so that I can pay that early.
Absolutely.
Second. Third thing is, I started finding out myself what is I can do after leaving the bank. When I was in the bank itself. So I did certificate course in yoga, masters in yoga, then MPhil in yoga. All those things I did when I was in the bank itself. So that was my preparation to come out of the bank. So like that, one has to plan as per his thing. One. Second thing is, I got only son. I have to think of his education also. So I made some deposits and all that for his education. Then only I thought of all this. So like that, one has to plan before taking any decision. That decision also gets supported if you are in the practice of yoga to take a right decision at the right time.
Wow. Fantastic. I think it's an eye-opener for everyone. How you have, what a journey you had. And seeing you, since 3 days I was observing you, but I never thought that you have a long history, right?
Thank you.
So coming to the US, right, you are trying to definitely impact on Indo-Americans.
Right.
So what kind of organizations you are associated with? And I also see that you got a Guinness Book of World Record. Tell us more about your Guinness Book record and what are the organizations you serve and what is the impact you're creating in the Indo-Americans' life.
Okay. Two things you're asking. The first one, let me answer about the Guinness World Record. See, in the world, everyone has to create some record or the other before they
Absolutely.
breathe last. That is my thing. Guinness World Record is world known. So, from Swami Vivekananda Yoga Research and Holistic Health Trust, and we have also got one Yoga University of the Americas, registered as a religious university in Miami, US, where I am the Vice President and also Vice Chancellor in India. Using these two organizations, we have trained around 1,391 students, boys and girls, in Bangalore, in Yelahanka. We made them to come on a particular day on 22nd of December 2019. Then we made them to create a record of Warrior Pose 1. That gave us a lot of satisfaction. Though we spent a lot of money, it gave us a lot of confidence and courage. So that yes, whatever we feel, we can do it. That is again thanks to yoga, which is dedicated, determination can bring a lot of things. We also call it as Sankalpa Yoga. If you do any with a determination, it comes out. So that is the first answer. The second thing is, my message for Indo-American people are, see, all the brilliants who got very good education, not the dull-headed, they can never come.
Absolutely.
So, I request, advise, or you can say even order also, they have to understand their responsibilities very high. Because they have to dedicate their responsibility for both the countries.
Absolutely.
Bharat being their
Motherland.
Janma Bhumi, I call it as motherland or Janma Bhumi, they got some responsibilities for that. And USA being the Karma Bhumi, where they are doing their life. Whatever they are able to achieve, everything is possible on this earth, this country. So they should be dedicated for this country also. So they got double. Now coming to the Bharat. Bharat is known for Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is always speaks of individual peace and the global peace. And that is possible in Sanatana Dharma because live and let live is not said. It is practiced for thousands of years as a practitioners of Sanatana Dharma. Absolutely. So that is what our people here are also practicing. But they should be made it known to others also. If they practice just, it is of no use. You have to make it known. Like yoga. It is in one of the part of Sanatana Dharma. But we have to make it possible to known to other brothers and sisters of America what is the benefits of dedicated ancient wisdom of yoga. Once they are able to come to know, yes, they can have very good health and happiness through yoga, they definitely start practicing it. So you should not mix with a religion. There is nothing like religion here.
Yes.
It's all for health and happiness. That is why we are very fortunate in United Nations in 2015, when our beloved Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji explained about the benefits of yoga. Many countries, more than 180 countries accepted to perform or celebrate International Day of Yoga on 21st June. I am really thankful to all those countries who have accepted. Now I feel just asanas itself is not yoga. Yoga includes, as I told you earlier, Ashtanga Yoga. Not only Ashtanga Yoga, it also includes Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga and Gnana Yoga. Only when all these four yogas, we call it as Chaturvida Yoga, it becomes complete. So, this is what I request our Indian brothers and sisters who have come from Bharat to inform, inculcate, introduce, teach, preach, make the practice by all of us here with my American brothers and sisters so that we can bring health and happiness to the highest level and also individual peace and the global peace within so that we can make this earth as a heaven to live.
Absolutely. I think I agree. Definitely we have to scale this up and make things very happier. So tell us one thing, how this can be done if you were the right leader. How would you expand this to everyone very quickly?
Because there is nothing called I. What I feel is we can do it, not I can do it. First thing. Second thing is, if the people who are interested, who know about Sanatana Dharma and its benefits, along with that, yoga, which is for health and happiness, each city we can have a group where we can give them education, we can give them certification from our university and also from Swami Vivekananda Yoga Research and Holistic Health Trust, which is identified as a yoga training center by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. We can give them certification also. With that certification and the knowledge, they can expand and spread across United Nations, which is a great country.
Absolutely.
From here, they can take it to the other countries, small countries in and around US, like in Central America and South America to start with, then to the other countries in other parts of the globe. So we can make the whole world a place to live like a heaven without expecting heaven is somewhere else. Heaven is here only. It is possible by all of us together we can make this heaven.
Very, very nicely said, Devraji. Hopefully we have to, all of us work towards that, I hope. And finally, to conclude, first of all, we would say a great thanks for you to come to this country all the way from India and leave your family and teach that. That itself says what kind of a personality you are. And finally, to conclude, what will be your message to the community?
Live and let live. Live happily. Leave others also to live happily.
Thank you.
Take care of your health. Take care of others' health in the family, in the community, in the nation. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, Devraji. I think that's the message from Mr. Devraji right now sitting in Atlanta. And I wish everyone to practice yoga. And he is always there. If you need any help, please do email or call me so that I can connect to him. Thank you again.